Hi, Doc South here, and got another video blurb for you. This one from, gosh, I think this is from about 3 years ago, so it's practically an antique as cyberspace goes, but I thought you might like it. It evidently was, I evidently did this this day back in, I think, 2015, I think, while I was still working at the A&P. Yeah. Okay, well, here you go. Okay. It's a neat one about macaroni and cheese. Yeah, I knew that would perk your interest, right? Okay. All right. Here you go. The other evening, I was sticking bags of shredded cheese on the shelf hooks at the A&P. You know, the bags hang on these long hooks, right? At the A&P. At the A&P where I work. It was a slow night due to crummy weather. I was pretty much alone and more bored than busy. Suddenly, good luck came my way in the form of a mom and her son who the kid looked to be a tall 9 years old. The son was in charge, but mom was in control. Here it is, Ma, right here. See, macaroni and cheese shredded blend. This is what you want. The kid was pretty insistent, but mom held fast. As most moms do. She held fast. She kind of had her foot down. No, she says, I'm not using that one. Grab the mild cheddar, the Mexican blend with cream cheese, and the shredded Swiss. Now we got to go get the macaroni. Hey, stay out of the store clerk's way. He's trying to work. The kid did. He politely said, excuse me, and then whirled his attention back to his mom. Ma, you got to use macaroni and cheese shredded blend. That's how to make macaroni and cheese. Gosh, Ma. And I had to step in. Young man, I chimed, I'm here to tell you that your mom is the best macaroni and cheese maker there ever was. It's an absolute certainty. The kid wasn't going to go down easy. He said something to the effect that I had no way of knowing, and where did I get my information anyway? His mom was smiling. She knew what was coming. She did. It's easy, son. I was on a roll. All moms cook the best macaroni and cheese ever. You can't be a mom without getting the secret of perfect macaroni and cheese down pat. In fact, if you put all the moms in the world together in a big macaroni and cheese bake-off, you know what? They'd all win. I turned to his mom. Ma'am, you put baked breadcrumbs on top of the noodles and cheese, and maybe little pieces of baked ham or tuna into the sauce? Mom said, yeah, she did. Well, mostly ham. She said, yeah, she did. Then that's a sure winner, kid, I said. But someone could beat her, I'm sure, said the kid, right? Well, maybe someone else has a mom who makes great macaroni and cheese, says I. And sure, it tastes great while you're eating it, but what happens when you put down the bowl and try some of your other friends' moms' macaroni and cheese? Picture yourself tasting that one. How does it taste? The kid had to think a minute. His forehead was getting sweaty. Gosh, it tastes pretty good too. In fact, yeah, my friend's mom makes really good Yeah, in fact, it's very good. I had them. So who made the best one? The kid had to agree. He says, I don't think I can say who's best. His eyes lit up. They're all the best. It's a tie. That's right, son. If you had every mom in the world bring the macaroni and cheese that she makes special for her family, each one would win. The judges would not be able to pick a clear winner because they'd all be great. The little guy was puzzled, but how can that be? What's the secret? There has to be a secret ingredient. Well, there is a secret ingredient, son, and most, if not all, moms have it. Look at how your mom's smiling at you. It's love. That's the ingredient moms have by the bucketful. I was getting a little too syrupy for a 9-year-old, so we called it a draw. He agreed that his mom knew all there was to know when it comes to macaroni and cheese, but he still wanted to get the macaroni and cheese blend bag of shredded cheese. She said she'd give the stuff a try. He grabbed one bag, and they went off down the aisle together looking for macaroni. There you are. Neat, huh? Yeah. No, that's a true story. That actually happened. I may have changed the wording a little, but basically, it's funny. There was a kid one day. Oh, what was it? Oh, I know what it was. Yes, he was. We keep the cold Jello, in the little cups in the dairy section, and he's with his mom. Not the same kid as the 9-year-old, but in fact, this kid was about 4 or 5. And he says, "Ma, we gotta." They're closing in on the Jello aisle or Jello section, the section of shelving, and he says, "Ma, we need to get Jello." And his mom says, "Well, yeah." She says, "But we don't need to get this Jello. We can make Jello." And he looked at her. I could still see him. He looked at her, and I would have done the same thing. He said, "But Ma, you can't make Jello at home." She says, "Why not?" She says, "Well, Jello's made in a factory, Mom. We don't have a factory, let alone a Jello factory." And he's he's I don't know. And she says, "No, we can make Jello." I said, again I chimed in. I'm always doing that. But I said, "Wait a minute, son. My mom used to make Jello." He says, "What? But how do you make it at home?" I said, "Well, there's stuff. Your mom will show you. Ma'am, you know where the Jello in boxes is, right?" "Jello comes in a box." I can hear the kid. "Yeah, and you got it. You need sometimes you need sugar. Do you know where the yeah?" She said, "I know. She says, I've bought Jello here before. He just hasn't been with me." And I said, "Well, yeah." I said, "I used to help my mom make Jello. You got to stir it and all that stuff. Hot water. Be careful of the hot water." He says, "Yeah, well, I will, but really, it doesn't have to be made in a factory." No, no. He's he was in for an eye opener. I'd say about a half hour from that point when they got back home and the groceries put away. Yeah, he was stirring Jello water and probably having a darn good time. I can see him now at supper. "Hey, Dad, I made the yeah, uh, I made the Jello. Look, Ma helped me, but I did it." I can hear it now. Anyway, I used to like making Jello. I'll tell you the truth. I remember my mom making potato chips. Yeah, yeah, and they were darn good too. You have a hot potato chip right out of the oh yeah. It almost made me want a career as a potato chip taster at a factory. Yeah. Well, no, they got them. Yeah, they that's their job. They eat potato chips all day. Yeah, and make sure they're coming out of the oven okay. Of course. Yeah. Anyway, nice work if you can get it. I think it's $10 an hour. That's what you got to pay. Yeah, to work there. Okay. Anyway, friends, that's a wrap. I'll see you later. Go make some macaroni and cheese, and actually throw a little tuna in there and some hard-boiled eggs. You got tuna noodle casserole. What could be better than that? I know. Well, maybe spaghetti and meatballs, or meatloaf. Okay. Anyway, we'll see you later. Bye now and thanks.